Do an introduction. Okay.
Hello and welcome. We will be activating a blue light between the three of us at three of our locations across the globe and activating this blue triangle that we have seen between the three of us. And once we do that, then we will continue with light language, music, drawing, whatever form the light wants to take this information coming in. And we're accessing right now the portal of 111 along with the new moon in Capricorn. It's a prime time to set intentions and to really bring in this energy to assist with the awakening that's happening at this time, the shift that's happening. And this will help to further triangulate that energy and bring it in sort of like a beacon, an antenna. And so
So the three of us are in three separate locations across the world. Jasmine is in Arizona in the US. Eriko is on the east coast of Japan, and I am on the east coast of Australia. And we've been playing around with the correlations that we share with our birth charts. Eriko and I both being Taurus sun and Jasmine as a Scorpio sun, we have factored that into a triangulation. As you would already know, that the two of those are opposing signs in terms of the astrological wheel. So we're leaning into that energy as well. And we have made comparisons on our moons. We each are born with a waning full and waxing moon, respectively, the three of us. So we have felt a lot of confirmations that we could effectively harness and bring in the light together in the three different modalities that we work with the light. So that's what we're going to do today. I just wanted to add that onto Jasmine's introduction.
Yes, thank you. So shall we get started with a meditation? Okay. I'm adding some energy.
You've muted again, Jasmine. Jasmine.
So
Jasmine, you muted.
I'm muted?
You were muted for that, so no sound came through.
Oh, you didn't hear anything I said?
No, the red mic was muted. Did you hear it, Eriko? No. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know if we want to cut that or leave it, but just make sure you don't knock your phone to knock the microphone off.
Okay. I said that I have this blue smoke Lemurian and I'm ascending some energy from it. It's a blue smoke Lemurian DNA wand that's made specifically to activate the dragon ley lines across the world, the song lines. And it has been charged and further activated by the vortexes here in Sedona. And so it really helps to assist with the amplification of this energy and diffusing it into the grid, into the song lines. Okay. So I want us to drop into our hearts. By feeling gratitude, whatever form that may be, whether it be the birth of a child, the love of your mother, or the love of a pet. Just feel the most loving moment you've ever experienced. And let that issue forth from your heart. Breathe into it. We'll begin to focus on our breath, breathing slowly in through the nose and out through your mouth. And when you breathe in again, you'll feel the breath travel down to the bottom of your abdomen. And then feel it come back up into your heart space. And then breathe it out. You breathe in again, allowing that breath to travel once again to the bottom of our abdomen. Let it come back up into the heart space and breathe it out. And one more time, in through the nose, traveling to the bottom of our stomachs, and back up again through the heart space, out. Now, we want to take this time to see ourselves surrounded in a bright blue light, a bubble of bright blue light, completely surrounding us. Then we see that blue light begin to grow up towards the atmosphere, stretching like a beam of blue light. And let's follow that beam. Follow it up, up, up through the atmosphere and into space where we are looking down on the earth. And we can see our locations on the earth. From there, we see the blue light connecting each of our locations from Arizona to Australia to Japan, forming a triangle. Yara tura si yara takiara tura kaya tara shu ora trakia tai akaro su ora tai yara se tria kai yara yan nare ayere tria yere shura tai ya tu shoya tai ya katur tai ya te shira tria yara tria su tria sharia te yara. This blue light is brighter. It's pulsating. It's moving. It's moving. Yara nera tura sai terea teriaka tiara tura sai kiara. Now that we've activated it, we are within this energy. And from here we can create. And bring in the love and the light, the information that's needed at this time in the form of vibration. Yara nere sira kiara otroya taria taria shua kiara taria mama taria tai iku tai enre taria shi iena taria kanaria ai kiara su taria shi taria naria tu kia taria shi kiara tu kiana naria. If you feel called to do anything, do that. Anuratai ira satro sakai agnarianatai. Ayakawara su trai nira si ayara tarea show yara tarea yara ni ia tarea so naria. Tarea kia yana tarea. Yara tri si ay tare naya tai. Ora pakia nareto. Ay, nataria shu otari, ataria shu kaya triama ayare tri. Ishu trota kaya trota nataria shikiera tria aya trotu. They're showing me a torridial field. And at the top of it is our triangle within the circle of that Taurus. Moving stagnant energy through the earth, helping to break it up, clearing it, clearing it, clearing it, clearing it.
We're expecting to saturate you with each of the colors of your visible spectrum. And you can expect us in each our turn as we saturate your light bodies with your known visible spectrum. And once you have received each of us, you will move forward beyond your visible spectrum. And as you call in this invisible spectrum with your light languages, you're edging further and further into encompassing the entire spectrum of light.
Merging the 5D with the 3D, for they do exist within the same plane, but it's becoming more and more visible. This awareness expands. And seeing that this saturation of light is assisting in the crystallization of the carbon-based life forms.
You will continue to expand and lift, and each lifting that you will take, you'll find that saturation of each frequency will lift you to the next and the next and the next until you are all encompassed and you are all unified again. The violet flame, the blue light, and you know who comes next and next and next until you embody your visible spectrum of light.
Rainbow body. This triangulation is further assisting in anchoring more deeply the energy from the galactic center, that information, that knowledge that is flooding the planet. This is why so many disclosures appear to be happening at this time. So much information is coming up because the planet is being flooded with the knowledge from the center. And in order to hold more light, we must first clear the densities. This portal is a powerful conduit for this clearing to take place. It is sort of a calm before the storm, in a sense. Things will appear chaotic, but just know that this is only a part of the process. And to remain anchored within your heart space and knowing that all will be well and all is as it should be. And focus on your spiritual practices as this movement is occurring within the collective. With more people awakening, there will be lots of confusion. And this is why we must stay anchored within this space so that we can be of assistance to hold the bridge for those who are trying to find the light.
Find your anchors.
Yareno taya shia kya to taya taya sia noria tai kya. Ya tarea sikin kya to ratai kya no tai shia to pataya ai neria to an taya ai ya to tai akya taya ai itrosuki anataya. Weaving light. Tai a tai ia tai ia tai isa tai ia katu tai ia shuki tai tai ashir no trina ia torosinkia. Okay, go see it. Do you guys want to tone together? I have to tell you, we just had a solar flare happen.
Oh wow!
Just a few minutes ago.
What class?
It's an M class.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it just happened. It happened on 0303 UTC.
Yep.
Wow! 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 That makes me so happy.
I know, you guys.
We are just getting confirmation that our frequency is aligning with the rhythms, for sure.
I can feel it pulsating, like my whole body and my whole energy field is just like wah wah wah.
I feel that through my happiness. I just felt so. It was such a blissful flow that I felt. Like no matter what messages you were bringing out, I just felt so much bliss, and it was beautiful flow. It's such a blessing.
It is. And it's really resonating within my truth center too.
I have a symbol that I'm going to be sharing that I think will help with this.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what you drew.
Yeah, it's just a simple symbol, but I was also just flicking through books that I like, my prepared like energy maps that I have, and it's hard to see, but I have a blank blue one that I think I will use when we want to put something out visually alongside. But the symbol is really cool, and it's not something I started automatic writing before I started to channel. Become the people for who the people need, the transformation and elevation and saturation of energy, and the parts to be lifted can be nurtured. I kept seeing like us like evaporating and nurturing both the parts that are lightning and the parts that are still dense as well.
That movement in the terrestrial field, the light coming in and breaking up that density and it moving around. Yeah.
So on this one painting that I have already, if my face, let me see if I can take that part. I don't know why I blurred the background. I'm sitting against a wall. It really
That's why
didn't.
it was hard to see your picture because it kept
I don't
blurring
know
it.
why I thought that would really do anything. But there's a blue triangle in this picture, so I don't know when I did this. Wait,
Oh,
not this
wow.
one.
That one was still beautiful.
Yeah, that one was cool, but hang on, there's another one. Another blue one. I just opened the wrong one. Here. So there's a triangle, not a blue triangle, but there's a triangle at the top of another with blue.
Beautiful.
I know, and it's blue and gold too. That's amazing.
Incredible.
And yellow, Jasmine, blue and yellow.
Yes.
It's something we have been seeing together.
Yeah.
The other one,
Is that orange in the middle?
it is, yes. Which was the color of the
Eriko, yes.
that
It's
stone we looked at, remember?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Blue and orange opposite with yellow
And you were
harmony in the middle.
Oh,
yeah, and you were wearing that color that day, so I was like, "That's Eriko."
That's right. That's it.
oh. Yeah, and I happen to wear like it's not that I planned it, but I happen to wear blue. Today.
Perfect.
I was like, wow, okay.
I've got blue socks.
My dress is blue with red. It is blue. And I've got a blue swatch of oil paint on my chair in front that I've got you rested on. There's this patch of blue oil.
Oh,
It's
It's
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Shall we pull a card?
We shall.
Yes.
Do you have any special decks handy, Eriko? I know you've got some really beautiful decks.
I mean, I do, but yeah, I have one that I feel forward to. Is it same as
yes.
the one? It's the same one.
It is.
Let's do that.
The Starseed Oracle is beautiful.
My Rebecca Campbell is light work.
Oh, then it's perfect.
But it's still Rebecca Campbell. She's got beautiful stuff, right?
He does. So
yeah,
sounds perfect.
That sounds perfect for sure.
I have the Beyond Lemuria.
Oh,
one.
I love that one. I don't have it, but that's really
Yeah.
The only one I have next to me is a Rider-Waite.
So what can we expect from the anchoring in of this energy at this time? What can it tell us?
As we did as we were just working then, at the bottom of the deck, I had the Justice card and I just shuffled, and again the Justice card flew out.
Aww,
But
that's 11.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, is it?
so
Oh my God.
I think that this feels like a faith in the moment. There's like a sense of trusting whatever's happening. My thing is moving around weirdly.
And you said trusting, and this says gracious receptivity.
Ooh, gracious receptivity. Look at that. That reminds me of Cosmic Light. What's the creatures that she draws?
Yeah. I don't know I don't know the exact creatures, but it does. It's like,
Beautiful.
yes, and her throat chakra is open with an eye, meaning sound, using sound. That's why I was feeling like maybe we should tone. There's a
Yeah, okay.
hummingbird. There's hummingbirds on this. Holy
Which
moly.
is the time of the hummingbird. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. And that's also a huge spirit animal for while I've been here in Sedona for me that came up.
Mm.
She's also holding the Metatron cube, the what do you call that? The tetrahedron?
In her chest, like a Merkaba.
Yeah, a Merkaba. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It's a
much
little
very
fuzzy,
similar.
but I think, yeah, at the bottom of her necklace. I love that.
Yeah, it's like she's holding it. It's like floating in her hands. And I feel like that speaks to the collective exchange.
Yeah. Which is the same blue color that's on the thing here.
So I've
Eric,
got the card weight of the world and boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry.
Beautiful.
This one personally very resonated because somehow today I felt called to bring in this wand, Morion.
Wow.
And I was just putting aside myself to kind of, you know, protect the space. But when Jasmine started to talk, I felt called to just like somehow move around, and I was really putting my intention to shield us and shield whoever who are joining us later.
Yes.
So that we can bring the purest energy possible to us, because I lately also like I think through the 111 portal, I really felt this and it's resonated with the justice as well, that we need to really stand strong with our kind of vision, and we have to cut through whatever no more needed, you know, whatever truth that is trying to stepping into our path. And it's really important, and that's what I was kind of feeling when I started to listen to Jasmine's message, and that would help us to bring the purest energy possible of ours, and as a offering as well. And this boundary card came up, so I felt like
That's perfect.
It is. You help to create a sacred container, a sacred space. That's beautiful. And the fact that we both have wands too, you know, I have the clear one and you have the black one. That's pretty cool too. So it's like balancing as well.
And it's nice kind of complementation. You had a white and I had a black.
Well, my amethyst is wand shaped. And I use it like this sometimes, so it's like a little bit wandy.
It's our Harry Potter wand.
I'd love a Harry Potter wand.
I know.
Love to be a wand maker.
Oh.
Mine's just the stub. Still perfect.
It's still just as powerful. It
Yeah.
helps to bring in the insight, the intuition, the opening of
Which
our
I'm
third
going to
eye.
draw the symbol with it.
Ah, you're so right. Yes.
This is the symbol that I've just seen. Like visualizing the triangle when we look at us from the globe. And it is quite spirally. I won't show it to you yet because I will prepare it with color and paint it. But it's definitely a big wave of energy to collect us all. So I kept feeling the same with the Teridial field, like a sweeping and a collection. And as the sort of the comments about being activated by each of the visible lights on the spectrum, like collectively as we go and bring through more and more through each of the rays. And it's a sweeping motion throughout the globe to bring us together.
That makes so much sense because it's like as I've been on this journey where I've been consciously aware of the light that I send out, it's like there's been different colors I've worked with, and it's been like, you know, purple and gold, and pink, and then now it's like it's transitioned to blue, and now I'm seeing that the reason why our colors, you know, why we keep experiencing like these different spectrums of colors is because we're literally integrating that rainbow body, that light body that you were speaking on. It's like we're going through the stages of each one.
And they're corresponding physical frequencies with sound, right? Because they correlate.
Yes.
So it's like practicing scales, it feels like you would on a piano or any other instrument, practicing scales and being comfortable with each of those scales, or like, you know, artists working with different complementary or whatever colors, and finding the use and the function and familiarity and comfort with all of them, being able to use them.
That's why the shift comes in waves, because each one is working with each spectrum.
As we get acquainted, yeah.
Yes. And then it's like we adjust. And that's why we have a kind of like, oh, you know, after we like have these moments of like expanded awareness and of gifts, it's because we're adjusting to it and actually getting used to it. It's not that it's going away. It's just we've integrated it.
It's a custom, acclimatized, and then well, we're kind of on to the next bit. But it's going to include all of the colors when we get to that light body, which is the light memories that I've been having about coming from the source light. And as we fractal and fracture, we throw a spectrum. And that has been the biggest analogy, I guess, that's been coming through in the work that I'm doing.
Yes.
From the white light, from unity, fractaling into our visible spectrum, and then the invisible spectrum with the waves that we get from the sun.
Yes.
And the other cosmic rays.
And it's like literally following each individual light. And you know, basically, I don't know, we're just like following the spider web in a sense back to the source.
Yep.
Following each strand, and each strand being representative of the light.
And returning to one again.
Yes. Mm.
And it's our focus. It's what we are looking at when we are looking through the light. That's why we have the peace. We have all of it when we're sun gazing.
And can I share one more thing that I felt from this card?
Yeah.
It's actually
Of course.
like how she is floating in the water is exactly how I felt during this session we created together. And I feel like this is, of course, each of us can have a different, visual as an intention. But overall, I feel like this is the feeling that we can always share through our blue light triangle with with others. I think that's this is the feeling I feel.
Yes, it's like you can feel the tingling, that effervescence you spoke of before. And yeah, because that's exactly how it felt. It was as if I was just feeling these waves of just energy and feeling my energy body, and it felt very much like floating in something. So right.
It's really beautiful.
Mm. I know my Reiki was coming in real strong too, and so during the bringing in of the light, I was sending Reiki through to interact with all the energy fields that interact with this, and sending it just to the earth as well, bringing that healing golden energy.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Your protective field, Eriko, made it really clear. The light that I could see was very, very clear, like in Harry Potter, the the colors that come out of their wand when
you really like Harry Potter.
Maybe. It's like, like a foaming plasma. But this blue was so beautiful, and it was really contained, and it felt powerful, the visual aspect. Yeah.
It did.
Okay. So I don't have a timer running for how we are. Just in terms of if we want to share our video. Is there any other messages? We can continue having a chat, but for the sake of if we want to share this with others, any final messages? Anything else?
You remember to ground after this, whether that be through visualizing a white light coming from the sky, shooting down your feet and through your feet into the earth, and grounding into the center of the earth, standing outside, maybe even taking a salt bath, doing something to really help ground in, because we could feel a bit afloat after this. So it's good to make sure we ground in that energy, and that'll help further anchor it in, which will also help further proliferate it into the grid lines, the song lines. That's just what I'm being shown.
Finding our anchors. Finding our anchors.
Yes.
Beautiful.
He's wanting to say hello.
Oh, so
Picture is gone again. He's
Are
gone
you serious?
about again. He was in Chloe's room again, but now I don't know. So he's off doing some work somewhere. Actually, throughout Christmas, he sat on the back veranda, railing, getting a lot of sun. My blue skull, which would have been beautiful. My friend, he walks around a lot.
Yeah, I know. He's definitely doing some work for sure right now.
I wonder if a bird stole him from the veranda. No. That would be quite
He
funny.
went on a real adventure.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so well then thank you if you've joined us for this. I'm so grateful. I'm sure we're going to connect again and offer some more things out of this triangle that we've seen together. So much love.
Yes. I did want to say real quick that now that it's been anchored in, it'll continue to bring in that energy. And yeah, it's basically just been set in a sense. And then of course that the sun flare helped with that activation and the dispersal of the light.
100%.
Yes.
It'll be curious to see if there was a radio blackout as well. Interesting.
Oh, yes.
That's what I like to look at, and we would have had that because it's midday here, so it would have been over probably.
It's right over you. Yeah, it's the middle of it is exactly over Australia, and then the outer edge.
Can you see one?
Yes.
And can you see the hertz that it's up to, or is it decibels? I can't remember.
I see. I'm not sure, but I know that it was a orange over Australia.
So that's quite high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, maybe we can add some visuals into give context for that in post, in editing. We'll include some pictures, but that's beautiful.
Yes.
So again, if you're maybe interested in joining us, let us know. I'm stuck in settings. Here we are. Okay. I'll stop the recording.
Okay. Much love.
So much love.